Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. You can also catch me on Twitter at OptionsMike. So here it is on the East Coast. It's about 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning, and the markets are on a little bit of a pullback, maybe the start of a correction. It's kind of unclear. What is going on is the markets have been selling off, but it's very, very sector and name dependent right now, while other names are very strong and raging, showing a rotation. And that's kind of where I want to spend my time with you guys today, going over that. So let's just go to the charts and let's go to the S&P 500. And if you look at the S&P 500 here, you can see here that we pulled back all the way yesterday to the 21-day where we held by the skin of our teeth. Pre-market, we're sitting here below that. Can we go lower? Absolutely. Why aren't we going lower in the S&P 500? Because there's certain sectors in the Dow and in the S&P that are really holding it up. The financials, energy, and there's a couple of names I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes here as well that are really strong. And really what we're starting to see is a rotation into the reopening play. And the market's saying, this economy is getting ready to boom. We're going to reopen. And all these names that have been beaten up for the last year, they're starting to rotate into. And what they're really starting to do is rotate out of the names that have been the strongest. So if we switch from the SPY, which is mid-level weak, but not bad, and we go to the Qs, you can really start to see what I'm talking about here. On the QQQs, you can see here, we breached the 21-day yesterday. We gapped right below it. We went through that red dotted line. That is a 5% pullback. So we closed below the 5% pullback. You can see there I have an arrow pointing at that. Pre-market this morning, we're trading underneath the 50-day. This is not a great thing. And that second red arrow there on that gray line, that is the 100-day moving average and represents roughly a 10% correction in the Qs in the market. What's leading down here is some of the strongest names out there. It's Microsoft, it's Apple, it's Amazon, it's AMD. Is there anything wrong with these names? Absolutely not. But right now, the money's flowing into the reopen names, and that's where we're seeing it go. And these are getting beaten up a little bit. These will be screaming buys at some point on the way down because nothing fundamentally has changed in these names. They're all still great quality names. They're all still blowing it out, great quarters, great revenue, great guidance. But let's move forward here, and let's move on to our next chart. Let's take a look at the airlines. So the airlines have been beaten up. We've known it's been a horrible year for them. Look at this chart on Delta Airlines. Delta here, this big move yesterday. One of the reasons the Dow is so strong was the transports are holding up because of the airlines are in there. And the airlines here are pushing back up. And you can see not even back yet to its 52-week high where it was pre-pandemic. So the airlines have room to run. And there's a lot of belief out there that this stimulus coming in is going to find its way into the airlines, into travel names. So I want to show you the chart of Delta because if you get up towards 55 area, you have a gap to fill. So you can watch on Delta on pullbacks here. I like this. It's getting a little hot and extended here. Rather buy on a little bit of a dip here than chase it, but I think the airline trade is on. Pick your favorite one. I like Delta and Love. And I want to go with one more chart here quickly. That's Disney. Disney here is firing on all cylinders. And what I mean by that is they've had a great report last week. They blew it out. They pulled back. You saw this big bullish engulfing candle yesterday. We engulfed the previous 9 days of action on that candle. Went to a new all-time high briefly, strong candle. This is based mostly upon their Disney Plus subscribers. Now, just think about this. They're not yet fully open on their theme parks. They're very small there. They have no cruise ships going right now, and their movies are still not coming out for over a year. What's going to happen when they have that catch up? And that's what a lot of people are looking at. So right now, if this market holds in, it's going to be on the strength of the reopening play. Watch names like Disney, the banks, the airlines. Watch tech for the bounce when it comes, and those are the names you want to go with are the stronger ones. So this is Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. I hope you're all doing great, and I'll catch you guys in a week.